Welcome to the 9642 podcast. This is your host, Mr. Number 9.
And this is The Fool.
This is where me and The Fool give our
Unqualified and unrequested
ramblings on the various issues in the world of sport.
or something like that.
Hello everyone, welcome. We are continuing on eating all the bread and the butter, we are getting so fat. Yum. No lactose or gluten intolerance here. Yum. No vegetables or meat for us. No protein.
Just straight bread and butter.
Straight
all day.
bread and butter. So we are going to review the end of the club football season. I know there's a little tournament happening in the United States, Canada and Mexico. Few teams involved. Maybe a team from New Zealand. Who knows? Who can say?
I mean, we do have plenty planned throughout June, July, around that sort of very minor tournament happening. So we'll have plenty of content for that.
Absolutely. But before then, we'll basically put the full stop on the club season, even though it's technically not yet over. Also, it gives certain teams in the World Cup to complete their homework. I'm looking at you, Uzbekistan. Release your kit.
Yes. Can't really start with a kit review until all the kits are out. So.
Also, Curacao, why is your away kit out and your home kit not out yet? Also, your away kit is fire. Don't get me wrong. Just some spoilers for a podcast a few days away, but come on, release the home kit.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, looking at the season that's finished, we get to do double clicks for the red side of North London. Congratulations to Mikel Arteta and all the Gunners fans around the world. Arsenal, after 22 years, have won the championship and brought it back to North London.
Yeah. Good work, Arsenal.
But by far the best off-the-ball team in the world. We have to say, this season.
Yes. 100%.
And probably the best dead ball team in the world as well. And this is not to say they're not good with the ball. They've shown, there have been parts of the game where they tried to basically defend their way through to the title and it kind of backfired. But after losing to City, it feels like in previous years that would have been the bottle, right? We would have just been like, yep, that's it, City's title to lose now. See you later, Arsenal. This is the funniest shit ever. Again. Somehow this joke is still funny. You know? This is like Peter going... over and over.
Exactly. It's just funny.
It's just funny. But it didn't happen. Arsenal actually broke... They got into their chicken costume and beat the hell out of Peter Griffin up. And they got the title. They started playing properly. They just went, look, we'll just keep scoring goals. And they put pressure in their first game because it technically would have been equal points if they'd both just won. Yeah. And it would have come down to goal difference. City, you had only a 1 or 2 goal advantage in goal difference at that point. And Arsenal just kept scoring, and they, in the end, they've got 2 more goal difference wise. So I think even if City had kept on winning, which they obviously didn't, it would have continued. It would have not won because I don't think their goal difference would have matched up.
No, I mean it could have got close, but they would have to score a lot more. And you say Arsenal really did show, put the scoring shoes on to make sure that they kept ahead in that. So. I think you're right. I don't think even if City had won those games, that they would have caught. They would have been equal on points, and that's what. You say I think Arsenal would have kept their goal difference. So.
Yep. And I think let's straight away. We can't They won the league. They made the Champions League final. A plus.
Yeah,
S plus, arguably, season for Arsenal.
But yeah, this is outstanding season for them. I mean,
and also like also revolutionary, like the way they've like changed the game this season and adapted to their tactics through the season. Like Mikel Arteta's actually put on a masterclass. So well done to them. Next up, we've got Manchester City. The team, like, they started so poorly at the beginning. Yeah. They slowly caught up. Like, it almost felt like at the beginning of the season, like, after a few games, Erling Haaland was just like, okay, enough of this. I'm dragging you all, kicking and screaming, towards the title. And then after the January window, he slowed down a bit, and the January signings, Cherki, Semenyo, Guehi, shored them up, and it looked like they were going to get to the title again. I feel like if Haaland had just not lost form at the wrong time, they might have been able to push ahead. I don't think they necessarily would have beaten Arsenal, but this, like, 85 points is not a ridiculously high points total. No. It's something definitely plausible for a team like Manchester City to get to, but they're still very much in a rebuild. It's very impressive what Pep Guardiola has managed to do with this team. And look, 2 cups, right? Like, no team can be given less than an A when you've won a double cup, the cup double.
Yeah, well, exactly. So yeah, I know. I think that's like an A for City as well.
A for City, and look, everybody who's saying, oh, it should at least be an A minus, like, no, they've won 2 titles, and this is not the team that's the finished article. What they were expecting and where they done, like, we're being pedantic for the sake of being pedantic if we mark them lower than that, I think.
I think so too.
Next up, wow, end of season, I'm happy with Manchester United? What's going on?
What is this? Man United third? What?
Man United third, and well-deserved third. Like, I think everybody said, like, all the tables post-January, Man United are the form team. Yeah. Best team. And also beating really, really good teams. We basically looked at that gauntlet after Christmas, and we were just like, man, United have a tough run of games coming up. They need to get all these points over Christmas or they're going to have a tough time. And they crashed out over Christmas, and Ruben Amorim decided to give his I want to get fired speech. Yeah. Because I do think Jim Ratcliffe was going to keep him. He said, like, you can't tell if a guy's a success till you've given them 3 years. And I genuinely think he was going to give Ruben Amorim 3 years. And Ruben Amorim pretty much had a public spat with the club, and the club went, okay, see ya. Yeah. In fact, we saw this happen a few times this season. Yes. And as we mentioned in our previous podcast, the guy who seems to be who won in the end is Steve Parish, going like, okay, that's nice, you want to be fired, you've got a contract. Nope. You can leave, then you have to pay me. If you resign, you have to pay me. You don't get your payout. It's like, oh, okay, fine. I guess I'll win you an European title then, Palace.
Exactly.
Well, Manchester United at one point were like a very, very outside chance to potentially win the title, and in the end, they're not that far from City. Only 6 points. Yeah. And they did beat City. They beat City, and they did the double against Liverpool this season. In fact, they drew, like, even under Amorim, they beat City, so they did the double against City this year. Wow, yeah. And they lost to Arsenal in the opening game, but they beat Arsenal in the return fixture at the Emirates. Yeah. So, nothing to sneer at. All the rivals, okay, we lost to Leeds, which I will never forgive Michael Carrick for. You can't lose to Leeds, like, come on. But, you know, I guess other than that, it's been a great season. Like, I for one am hoping he will stay at the club. Like, he's, I think, fully earned the right to get his chance. I mean, who knew if you played the best number 10 in the world in the number 10 position, your team might score goals?
That's revolutionary.
And like, to be fair, like I think, given he's been slowly integrated into the team, the Manchester United's new striker, what's his name? Benjamin Šeško has veins of steel. He just doesn't seem to like panic. He just gets into a position, looks like he's not gonna score, and just does. Like he's taken too many touches, but he's like, I don't panic. If the first touch is bad, I'll get it with the second touch.
Yeah.
And it just somehow works. And people around him, like Matthias Cunha, with his surfer celebration, 10 goals from him, 11 goals from Mbueno, 11 goals from Šeško. Like, these are all the people that they bought in the window this year. And obviously Bruno Fernandes, like, he had apparently gotten 8 assists in open play before Amorim got fired, and it pushed up to 21 at the end of the season once they pushed him to the 8. He also, if you want to guess how many chances were created, like he's the highest. And second is Turkey. How many do you think Turkey has done? Chances.
Oh, the chances?
Created, yeah.
I have no clue. I don't even...
So he's done 40. He's done 45.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes has created 95 chances
Oh, that is crazy.
in the season. It's ridiculous. The gap between 1 and 2 is that big.
That is ridiculous.
To be fair, Turkey came after January, of course.
Yeah.
So he's had a great season, taking nothing from... Like, 45 chances in a season is ridiculous. Right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even joking, right? Like, but he's second. Like, given him when he came, coming on and getting second is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then, like, but Bruno's, like, easily more than double of him.
Which is
And,
crazy.
like... Once Amorim left, suddenly we're like, oh, look, we have Kobe Mainoo. He's a good player. Who knew? Oh, look, we've put in Aiden Heaven. This young 19-year-old. Wait, we're not conceding goals when he's playing. Huh? Where was this guy? Why wasn't he playing earlier?
It is very convenient to be playing good players in positions that they're good at.
And I've noticed here that Jack Fletcher and Tyler Fletcher, who are twins, the sons of Darren Fletcher, both 19. Jack is registered as an England national, and Tyler is registered as a Scotland. Yeah, I'm not... I want to be a fly in that dinner table, huh?
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
But yeah, I think Manchester United qualified easily in the end for the Champions League. Also, Sonny Lemons signing this season. And turns out they are the winners of the transfer window. Literally every player they brought in was like a success and like contributed to the team getting to this position.
Yeah. It's just amazing to have such a, such good
Like, it was
transfers.
such a turnaround. Like, given how ridiculously depressed we all, like, all United fans, including myself, were around Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a huge turnaround. And, yeah, we've gone from the Banter Kings to third place, so cannot complain. I think I personally would give them an A as well.
Oh no, easy.
Like, disappointing that we were out from the cups very early and got knocked out by a non-league like a lower league team in the FA Cup, but it was Amorim,
Yeah, exactly. That's why I look
All
at it.
right.
Given how things started, given the mood around yourself and other United fans for the first half of the season, to finish third and solidly third, that turned into a great season.
Solidly third and could have very easily been second.
Yeah.
And Next up, we go to a team that starts with A and also I think earns an A. Aston Villa, congratulations, Unai Emery. Top 4, legitimate Champions League qualification.
Yeah.
But just in case, they won the Europa League too, just for
Yeah.
shits and giggles.
Yes, really just top class from Villa this year, and from start to finish. I mean, at the start of the season, they were keeping pace with
They
Arsenal.
were crap at the beginning of the season. They lost their first 5 games, but the club clearly trusts Emery.
Yeah.
He clearly trusts his players. He's like, look, you're going through this, and he just coaches them around it. Like, how good a coach is Emery? Just coaches people out of funks. Because he doesn't just have an unlimited squad to drop someone and bring someone in or kick someone out just to motivate them.
Exactly.
But it just has to utilize, and clearly, almost every player in his team's leveled up in that time as well. Genuinely great coach, good team. Hopefully next season, now that they're a bit out of their FFP issues, and next season we're getting squad cost rules, which apparently is going to suit Villa a lot more. They're back in the Champions League. Money, money, money.
Yeah, lots of money. Yeah.
So I would think they should hopefully be able to fill out their squad a bit more. Well done, A+, Villa. Can't complain. Next up, Liverpool. They're in the Champions League spot, but once again, it's the legacy spot. Given they were the defending champions and they started rip-roar like a house on fire, like they looked like the best team in Europe at one point. Look, it's top 5. We can't give them anything less than a B, but I think B.
Yeah.
Solid B.
Yeah. So they started well, they had a bit of a dip, and then they recovered well at the end.
Also, Villa made it to a semi-final. We have to remember, they made it to a semi-final of the FA Cup.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So, no, I'd say I'm happy they for Aston Villa, and B for Liverpool. I don't think that would be... Was it Champions League? And that's,
Also, the vibes are wrong, right?
Yeah.
All the top 4 clubs, you'll say that. The vibes should be immaculate at this point. All the fans should be buzz.
Yeah.
We can't wait for next season. Liverpool are just are they going to fire Slot or not?
Yeah.
That's not the right vibe for a club to have.
Yeah.
Are we getting Nagelsmann? Are we not getting Nagelsmann? Oh no, Chelsea's got Alonso. That could have been, the fan base are not feeling good, right? I know exactly how they're thinking. Because, we'll get to Chelsea, obviously. That was one of that is the saving grace for your season.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Next up, AFC Bournemouth, 5th place. Unfortunately, no Champions League because Villa smashed City on the last day.
Yeah.
And Liverpool, I believe, drew with Brentford. So they finish. So Bournemouth finish 6th place, get the first Europa spot. Good for them. Europa League football next season for Bournemouth. So Iraola gets the team to Europe in his final season. What a legend.
Yeah.
Looking forward to what they'll do next season. Once again, I think A easily.
Yeah, I think a good A. Nice solid A. I don't think they'd be complaining. They would be meeting their expectations, far exceeding them, so I think an A.
Alright, this is the only other club we have to rate S. Sunderland?
Yeah.
They're in the Europa League?
Yeah.
Not even the Conference League, the Europa League, boys and girls.
They can thank us for that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's an amazing season for Sunderland. It really is.
The Black Cats are gonna be playing in Europe next season. Like as I said, every English club is in with a chance in Europe. Sunderland, that could be one of their opportunities to get to the Champions League. Can you imagine? Look, Sunderland, they're the real banter club. Like when they got relegated, they actually did a reality TV thing, thinking they would be in the Premiership, and they'd be the first team to and it was revolutionary. It made them so much money making a Netflix documentary. And then, but turns out they were in the Championship, and they were like, oh, this will be our redemption arc. We'll get back into the Premiership, and the next season Premiership. It's great. And Netflix are like, okay. And then they get relegated to League One. It's like publicly getting your pants taken off, and then you put it back up, and you realize you've peed in it. Yeah. Somehow. Like, what happened? And everybody in public's going like, okay, this is funny, but also, it's getting not funny anymore.
It's funny, but also, are you okay? Because you're like displaying this.
Yeah. But so Sunderland, they did the strategy you and I like to talk about, and you and I endorse. You just buy all the players when you get promoted, especially as a playoff team. Just buy all the players, and just don't care. Play how you want to play. You've got an unlimited. Get as many players in your squad as possible. Try them out, put them in, and see how it goes. Okay, Granit Xhaka, signing of the season, surely.
Yeah.
Great move. Sunderland gets the team into Europe. A true Premier League legend, Xhaka, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
So he gets the team to the not just are they promoted there and not get relegated. They're in Europe. S tier season, no notes.
Yeah, easy.
And they beat Newcastle at St James's Park. Come on.
Oh yeah, that's easy. Easy, toppest of all top tiers, right there.
Yeah. Next up, Brighton and Hove Albion. We don't need to labor the point. They're in the Conference League. They'll probably win it.
Yeah.
No worries, no whackers.
Exactly.
And they finished above Brentford, so Tony Boone is happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Brentford just missed out, and they had a good season. But look, Keith Andrews took over. People were thinking this team was going to be relegated because they picked their set-piece coach. And he's given them a top 10 finish in a different set of math that they could have finished in Europe. They're only literally 3 goals are the difference between them and Conference League.
Yeah, exactly.
And they would have probably won the Conference League. They're above Chelsea. That's a plus for them.
Yeah.
And above Fulham, so definite plus for them.
Yes.
And they've got a really, really good side. I don't know if the vibes are immaculate, but they should be good. B+ for Brentford.
B+, yeah, I think so.
All right, what are you giving C? What are you giving Chelsea?
Dear God, maybe a C. I don't know, it is 10th. At least it's top half.
Look, unleash the pathos. Come on. You know what they deserve.
It is, yeah. This season has not been easy. I thought some seasons in the past have been hard, and then this one's just oh, boys, what have you done? The whole club, what have you done? You've just made it worse somehow. If we'd won the last game, I don't know if we deserved it. To end in Europa spot, it just would have felt wrong. It's this is not the season we had. Don't be like this.
And arguably, maybe giving Alonso a season without Europe, less games to worry about, is not a bad thing.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with that is going to be how much control they give him with transfers and early season and everything.
None.
Which, we know is none. They say they're going to give him stuff, but it's going to be none.
They've named him manager after 6 weeks after saying we don't think managers are all that important in the process. This is the most clown show club. Come on.
I don't understand it. I really don't.
Look, you and I have like I think I've been one of the fairest people to Chelsea. Where I've gone like I don't know if I agree with their thinking, but I understand the process. I understand the theory behind it. I don't know if I agree that they're doing it, but they are executing their theory.
Yeah.
But they're not even executing their theory anymore. Now it's like nonsense, and the theories become nonsense.
Yeah, I don't even know what the theory is anymore. It just seems to be I don't even know.
Like buy low, sell high, all this. Like we didn't talk about it at the end of 2024, but there's like the Diarra ruling, which means basically if a player thinks a club is a hostile work environment, then they can ask to leave, and their transfer fee is negotiated based on salary owing, not on market value, which is significantly less.
Yeah.
Right, this is the Bosman 2.0, and that's been law since 2024 from the European Court of European High Court. And by the way, Brexit or no Brexit, Britain still follows that.
Yeah.
So the situation we have here is like if Chelsea has a bunch of young players who like Enzo Fernandez, like basically clubs have been going like, oh, we've been letting players go and treating them like adults. It's like how NRL treats players, right? If a player wants to trade, they're like, okay, I guess.
Yes.
We want volunteers, not prisoners.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Enzo is already pretty much solidly linked with Man City. Like he's pretty much definitely going there. I think. I don't know if it's confirmed, but it may as well be. Yeah. Like he's gone.
But even if Chelsea want to play hardball, like if they're asking for something like 100 million, which seems to be what everybody thinks, 100 million or 150 million, I've heard like, okay, Enzo's a good player. He's not he's not, let's say, he's not an Erling Haaland level player, okay? Let's just put it there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything controversial here.
No.
Even like Isak, what he was worth, 150 million, you're like, okay, sure, it's not played out this season, but he was worth that. That's fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bargain, but it wasn't like, at that time, nobody thought it was like, well, how are you paid so much for him? Like, no, he's like a ridiculously good player. Enzo is not that level of player.
No.
He's not Rodri.
No,
like,
exactly.
As an example, right? Yeah. Like, if we're comparing position to position.
Well, exactly.
And like, so if he's like, if you're not gonna settle for like a reasonable fee, I want to go, which is probably in the 70, 80 million mark. And you're like, okay, but that's what Chelsea bought him for. That's not a profit.
No.
And 70, 80 million, I'm like, you're lucky. If you're lucky, you're getting that. Because City are like, okay, we can wait. The player wants to come to us. We value him at this. Like, City are pretty much like, we value a player at this. We'll wait. Oh, look, you sold us the player for this price. Who knew?
Who knew? Who would have seen that coming?
And I never think a club like City will be in a position like this, because they're always telling their players like, okay, we value you this. I think this is not that's not an inflated market value. Go find a player who will find a club who will buy you for that, and we'll let you go. We're not hostile. We want you to be. We only want players who want to be here, right?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Openly been their attitude. Like, they're not worried about this player forced his way out. They're like, okay, you want to leave? Okay.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's nowhere is as good as playing for City.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, if you want to go somewhere worse, sure, no problems.
And like that's how more and more clubs are just gonna have to, like, this is like how we think of in NRL, right? Like when Luke Metcalf was like, look, I'm not getting games here, I want to look for somewhere, and the Warriors went, okay boy, go find your bag for next season.
Exactly.
And they're like, oh, he's like, look, the Dragons are gonna pay me $900K a year. They're like, they're paying you what? Go take your bag, boy.
yeah, that sounds like good value. Go. Make bank. That sounds like a good idea.
We wish you well, like, you know.
Exactly.
Oh no, Tana Boyd got injured. Oh well, I guess you get to obviously, it would have been funny if he did play against the Warriors, but I understand why the Warriors were like, okay, why don't you sit this one out, and then we'll look at you.
Yeah, no, made perfect sense why he set out against the Dragons. Yes, like.
But like it's NRL, right? Nonsense like that could have happened.
Yeah. 100%,
And we're used to it.
Yeah. The Warriors did have a lovely out of, Metcalf was still theoretically returning from injury. So, whilst he was fit, it was like, well, you've been out for a while and you're only just fit, so we won't take a risk on this time. And also, it's playing the Dragons who you're playing for next year, so, no.
Yeah. So, it's one of those things, like, you could eventually end up seeing the trade market in European football, and by that move world football, because it was actually a lawsuit against FIFA, become like the NRL, more like that.
Yeah.
Like transfer fees genuinely, like, I don't think they will disappear, quote unquote, but I think they will become much lower. But also conversely, you can also get players for cheaper for a club like. For your clubs in the Premier League who have that model, Brentford, Brighton, Bournemouth, that won't matter because they will be able to get talent for cheaper.
Yeah.
Etc. And they have efficiencies. Chelsea's model was not we buy a $10 million, $20 million player and sell him for 40, 50. Their model was we buy a player for $40, $50 million and we sell him for 100, 120.
Yeah.
Which is not, it seems now, is not a viable model anymore. No. And I question whether that was ever a viable model.
I don't think it was ever a viable model. Especially not the way Chelsea did it, which was we'll buy like 20 players at 30 or 40 million, and then we'll try and sell them for 80 million. And as long as some of them sell for 80 million, that's fine, and then the rest will just sell back for 40 million and recover our losses, and it's fine.
Also, but you have to have some good vibes because of the Carlton Palmer why movies are the worst and I hate movies TikTok. It's one of the funniest things I've ever watched. Cole, wherever you go, don't change. It's like, we just loved you just the way you are.
Yeah.
Like the upshots, because like most of the upshot people are like Chelsea fans, and they're just like, oh, we love Cole Palmer. His eyes betray no sign of intelligence whatsoever.
Yeah.
He's the sort of good-natured idiot that we can all get behind, and I'm just like, so true, so mean, but so true.
Apparently not Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel though. He can't get behind him.
No. Thomas Tuchel does not like tomfoolery.
No.
It would seem.
It would seem, yeah.
Next up from Chelsea, so we will say grade to be confirmed.
Grade
but
to
D,
F, Z.
Okay.
How low a grade can we go? Like, it's just horrible at the moment.
We can't count Alonso. Like, getting Alonso is a genuinely good coach, and he will potentially convince Enzo to stay.
Potentially, yeah.
But it's not necessarily in his hands. But he's at least a coach that will keep people like maybe Moses Caicedo at the club.
Yeah, but
Marco Corella. But
this is positives on next season's grade, not this season's grade.
Exactly.
And on the bonus, there is quite a number of reasonably decent free agents over the summer too. So,
True. And technically he started this season, So, whenever he's in the second season of a club that has a lion on their crest, they win the league. So.
Oh, there we go. Winning next year then. I'll take that. Let me go put the bets in at the tier B now.
Excellent. All right, Fulham. I think classic Fulham. We get C's get degrees, but actually probably it's more fair to say B's get degrees for Fulham.
I don't know if it's a B. I mean, they're lower than they were last year. They're being consistently.
But this is roughly where we expect them to finish, right?
Yeah. Maybe in sort of a longer term. Like last few years, they've been a lot better than this. This is the worst they've been for a while.
Yeah, but it's been a pretty competitive upper season, right?
Like, but also, I say that in the 2 points off 7th. So yeah.
Yeah. Like there's a really crowded middle here. Fulham, I think, given the demographics of the table, it's not too bad.
No.
And they're like safe from relegation ages ago, which is always something Fulham have to think about first.
Yeah. I'll give them a C then. C's fine.
The Newcastle, C minus, D.
D. I mean, I think Newcastle.
But they made the second round of the champion. No, they made the D second round of the Champions League. So. And they were very close to winning their quarterfinal.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. In terms of league, I think they'll be very disappointed. Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, it's not good vibes at the club. I don't blame Eddie Howe. There's a lot of issues at this club. I think C minus.
C minus, yeah. I think maybe just scraping that pass mark. Once again, helped by the fact they're not that far off. Well, 4 points off a European spot. So.
Yeah. And next up, we have Everton once again, 4 points off a European spot. They could have finished in the top 10 had they won their final game and relegated Spurs.
Yeah.
Not to happen, unfortunately for them. But new stadium, safely abscond. Unfortunately, weren't able to beat Liverpool in their first game there, which is a pity for them. I think B minus.
Yeah. So I feel like this is not a bad.
They're building to something, right?
Yeah,
they're building to something, right?
Yeah.
And I think we have to give Everton the trust the process mark.
Yeah, I think
like David Moyes, we know is gonna do something there.
Yeah. So yeah, B minus. Trust the process.
Trust the process. Leeds. At least a B plus, right? Yeah. Easily not relegated. Played really well at the later end of the season, like newly promoted team. Easily not relegated. Can't argue with that.
Exactly. No, I think a B. You're right. So did well. So
Crystal Palace, European final, and didn't get relegated. A minus.
A minus? I mean, maybe. Ended 15th, though, this time.
Given, like, manager dramas they had, finishing where they have is not too bad.
Yeah, actually, you make a good point. Maybe C+, then. Like, it's still not great, but given everything else, and, as you say, a European final, yeah.
Look, they're probably going to be in the Europa League next season.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's very fair. They're likely to win that European final and therefore be in the Europa League. So yeah. Me minus then, yeah, sure.
Next we have Nottingham Forest. Didn't get relegated. European semi-final.
Yeah.
European semi-final and 3 coaches. Come on now.
And they did it mostly with Chris Wood injured for most of the season, so.
Yeah. Obviously, Chris Wood was not injured. They'd be once again in those Champions League spots this season.
Yeah, clearly. Obviously. But yeah.
But Chris Wood is injured in a World Cup year, so he can play for us.
Yeah.
And we're gonna win the World Cup, obviously. Like that's the.
Clearly.
Oh, by the way, automatic F tier for the all whites jersey, because it's all black.
Oh, I haven't even seen that. But yeah, that's definitely F tier right there. It's like. Failed assignment. Did not read.
Tried to be cute.
Yeah.
You know, like you hear that story about can you define bravery, and the guy wrote, "This is bravery," and this hands that in as his essay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nope, that would get you a fail.
So that's just a fail. No, you didn't do it. You tried to be cute. See what you're doing, but no. Yeah, I looked at the New Zealand kit. What are you doing? No. It's round the wrong way. Stop it.
It's maddening.
Yeah. I don't want to look at it anymore. Go back to looking at Chelsea's record for the season. That makes me happy over that. That's how that makes me feel.
That's awful. It's awful stuff.
Yeah.
Oh well. At least we're champions. But look how good the away jersey is. It looks so good.
As I said, they're on their way. Just wear the away jersey as the main kit.
But yeah, looking at the next bit of the table, we have Spurs.
Yeah.
Look, let's just say it's F.
Yeah.
It is F, but the vibes are immaculate because they didn't get relegated and they have De Zerbi. How awesome is that?
I was going to say, I mean, that is very awesome. I was going to say, I feel like it's a passing grade. They didn't get relegated. I mean, last year they didn't get relegated either. So, you know.
Last year they didn't get relegated, but it was very obvious they were never going to be relegated.
Yeah.
Okay. And B, like they were 17th at the cost of winning the Europa League. That's fine. Like you still made it to the Champions League.
And this year they have nothing.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's F. I can't even.
I know, it's all Fs. Straight Fs.
They look awful too. They look so awful.
Yeah.
Can we give F- to West Ham?
Yes, I think so.
And we can give F- to Wolves. I'm sorry to Warsong. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think. But I do think Wolves are going to do well in the Championship next season.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give Burnley a D+. Because they had the shallowest squad, but they always played defensively well, and they actually tried. And there was a point in the season where it looked like they were almost going to gain some wins and maybe make it to 30 points. And like they'd been mathematically relegated ages ago, but they still were competitive and competing for games and trying, like, you know, building up what were the culture for next season. So while obviously I cannot give a passing grade to a team that is relegated, like ironically, of the relegated teams, given how much money is available, of the relegated teams, this team is by far the poorest.
Yeah.
Has the shallowest squad and the least amount of quality players. But they have gotten a decent coach now. So, yeah, I think they'll do well in the Championship next season. I think West Ham will easily win the Championship next season. But a lot of my West Ham fans are worried about double relegation.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how bad they say the vibes are.
Oh, right. That is a little bit troubling if the vibes are that bad.
Yeah. Well, I hope for their sake that will not happen, but I'll have to wait and see. But I think we're happy with our grades we've given everyone.
Yeah, happy with that.
Yep. Obviously, we reviewed all the leagues. Inter easily winning. Serie A. Let's just look at the final bit of the season, because I think Serie A was still deciding what was going to happen in the European spots, wasn't it?
I think so. You're right.
All right, Serie A. Let's look at the final table. Okay, Napoli did in the end finish second. Well done.
Well done.
Inter had easily won. Roma in the Champions League again, 73
Roma.
points. Well done. Como, 4th.
Yeah.
Amazing. I
Como.
believe Italy have the coefficient spot. I think we did a bunch of math to confirm Italy always would get the coefficient spot, regardless.
It's only showing 4 here on Google, so... But I thought that's what we came up with as well.
I'll just assume past Imran was correct. Past Imran and Adam.
Yeah. I'll also assume that we're remembering past Imran and Adam correctly.
Association club coefficients this season. Yeah, Italy have... Oh yeah, they're a whole 2 points ahead of Spain. Yeah. Spain cannot catch up.
one?
Okay.
No. Other one. No, you once again, wrong one. It's the other one. Spain's ahead of them. So it's the one with
Isn't
the
it
dotted line.
association club or season?
It's an association coefficients, yeah. We had that's why I was like, there was something, and we had the same.
No,
argument last
you're
time.
absolutely right. No, you're
Yeah.
right. Spain are ahead. Yeah. So Spain, so Italy, so no Champions League for AC Milan. Bad luck for them. Juve, AC Milan and Juve in the Europa League. Woof.
Yeah.
Some competition there for Brentford and Brighton
Yeah.
to look forward to. And potentially Crystal Palace as well.
Yeah.
And Bologna, I'm assuming, will be getting that Conference League spot. So
No,
a
Atalanta?
worthy opponent for... Huh?
Atalanta.
Oh,
is getting-
you are absolutely correct. It is Atalanta.
Yeah. Which is definitely a challenger for that. So
Challenger against the Sunderland.
yeah.
So interesting times there for the in the Italian league, but once again, one of the best leagues in the continent to follow. Usually it is not this easily won by Inter. Like, we are looking generally, pretty much down into the last day before we get like a champion.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of the time. La Liga, the final positions were Barca, Real, Villarreal at 3rd,
Yeah.
Atletico on 4th, and Betis 5th, which is the coefficient.
Yeah, yep. They get that legacy spot.
And I guess Celta Vigo will be getting the UEFA Cup spot, as will Getafe, because I think the King's Cup was won by Barcelona.
No, it's got here. Google's got Real Sociedad as the other.
Did Sociedad win the King's Cup then?
Must have.
Okay, fair enough. Then I guess Celta Vigo must have.
Yeah, they beat. Well, they won the Copa del Rey. They beat.
Yeah, Copa del Rey. It's the King's Cup.
Yeah. They beat Atletico in the final on penalties.
Okay, so they're going to. So Real Sociedad is going to the Europa League. Betis gets the legacy spot. Celta Vigo will get a Europa spot as well, and Getafe, I guess, are getting the Conference League spot.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's obviously if Rayo Vallecano can win against Crystal Palace, they'll get a Europa League spot as well.
Yeah.
So because that's still to play for.
Yeah. They've still got that slot to go for.
And looking at the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich obviously winning, Dortmund easily finishing 2nd as well.
Yeah.
RB Leipzig in 3rd place, VfB Stuttgart back in the Champions League, 62 points, and Hoffenheim in the Europa League along with Bayer Leverkusen. And Freiburg in the Conference League spot.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
And if we have to mention it, if we haven't been smug enough, apologies, Aotearoa. If you thought people here north of the Bombays and south of the Wellisford were insufferable enough already, and everything in this country revolved around the only city that matters in this country, then yeah, things are about to get much worse. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. And Auckland FC winning the A-League. Go us. Champions.
Campeones indeed. Like, there's all these people on the forums going, it should only matter who won the league in the regular season, not the playoffs. And I'm like, okay, then we won it last year.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
Also, potentially double winning year, because if they win the Oceania Pro League, then they get. I believe that game is this weekend.
I think so. Yeah.
At a Eden Park. It will just confirm.
Yeah.
The final is.
I think it's already played.
It was played 2 days ago. Our bad, but it was won by Auckland FC, so the double has been done.
Go Auckland FC.
Oh, by the way, if you saw the scenes after Auckland FC won the A-League at Mount Smart, that was incredible. The tickets sold out within an hour of availability.
Yeah.
All the pre-sales.
They put in temporary stands on the North Bank, so they put up a stand there, and that sold out as well. Like, it looked like it was heating. It was the greatest place by the looks of things. And I do have workmates that went, and they reckoned it was so amazing. Like, just the atmosphere. The football was shit, but the atmosphere and the result was just amazing.
And like, there was basically the singing had started in Tyler Street with the flares and the flags. And then, like, just to set up the vibes, and everybody got on the train to Mount Smart. And they went to the ground, and obviously after winning, things went crazy.
Yeah.
In the city. I love that the first thing the A-League did after winning was share a meme with, like, Frank Grimes being Wellington FC, going like, you won the A-League in 2 years? And Homer going like, yeah? You haven't? Do you want me to show you my Premier's plate?
Nice. The best banters.
Absolutely. And there's so many tiers because, like, everybody was already upset because, like, the two most hated teams in the tournament are Sydney FC and Auckland FC, and I'm like, hey, I'm Auckland FC, yay! Keep crying, more. It's like, you have Ted Bowley's money. It's like, okay, it's a salary cap league. What does it matter? How much money?
Well, to be fair, they weren't, that's part of it, is that Auckland FC weren't under the salary cap for the first 2 years. So next year will be interesting, so that will be when the full salary cap comes in.
Yeah, they got an expansion salary cap, but so did every other expansion team.
Yeah, I know. It's not unusual. It's exactly what happens. It allows teams to come into the league and be competitive. So, which makes sense.
Yeah. And let's be honest, even if Auckland just kept playing got to mid-tables, qualified for the playoffs every now and then, blah, blah, blah. As long as we kept beating the Phoenix every year, our fans would be happy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, we get to banter against the yellow team. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That's the most important thing.
Exactly. And let's just say, we're going to continue being insufferable. We're New Zealand's premier football city. We always have been.
Always.
I will argue the corner of the city you and I live in has always been Auckland's premier football city, but, I digress.
I'll let you have that.
Hey, your boys play for that. Play for my old club too.
Yeah, that's why I'll let you have it. Since I'm now a local up here.
Yeah. Yeah. You're from the place where there's 3 Chatham Cups in the trophy cabinet.
Yeah.
And 2 titles. New Zealand titles. Obviously, we don't get to. Apparently, I've researched this and I've written a letter to the North Harbour Football League. The Oceania Champions League trophies won by Waitakere United are in their cabinet.
Yeah.
And it's not owned by any club. And I'm like, no. But I'm like, what happens to these trophies won by Waitakere FC? And they're like, oh no, they should still be at your club. Like, you two clubs, you two merged, so you get both your history.
Yeah. That's fine. But because Waitakere United wasn't Waitakere City.
No. Even though they played
Fred Taylor,
yeah, Fred Taylor and all that, but like. The Waitakere FC, but Waitakere FC has 3 Chatham Cups in a row, 5 in total, and the 2 national titles.
Yeah.
It's not all ACFC.
Exactly.
But either way, it's back. Look at us. We're the captain now.
We are the captain now.
Like all the football trophies on the continent and the country are here in this city. Like, ACFC wins the championship. ACFC.
Yeah.
But it's still in the city, so I can't complain.
Yeah, exactly.
And like Auckland FC win the A-League, yay! And Auckland FC win the Pro League as well. Also, I will shout out South Melbourne. I hope they do get back into the A-League. It's absolute bullshit they're not in there.
Yeah.
And they've put such a credible team for the OFC and been a really great participant. I would not have begrudged them if they had won. Like, they were not going to be allowed to play in the Club World Cup if they did win, because they're not an Oceania team in theory. So Auckland FC has sewn up their spot in the Club World Cup.
Yeah. Question. Do they get to send either of their players that play for either of their teams along? Or is it only going to be the ones...
Team.
Same club,
They're
right?
technically the same team.
Yeah. This was the reserve, so I just wondered whether they'd had to send the ones that were registered for this competition, or whether they could re-register before the
I'm pretty
tournament.
sure people re-register new signings all the time before the Club World Cup, right?
Yeah.
So and it makes no sense not to.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's specifically been created for this reason, so
Yeah.
in theory, one day, because I know eventually we'll probably have the Wellington Phoenix in the OFC Pro League as well.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. South Melbourne deserve to be in the A-League. Makes sense for them to be there, and then for the Phoenix to be in the Oceania. The OFC Pro League, so...
Yeah, I understand why the OFC Pro League didn't want 3 New Zealand teams. Absolutely understandable.
Yeah.
And I also understand why they wanted to try and get an Australian team.
Yeah.
Definitely understandable. And look, South Melbourne are Oceania team of the century, right? Like, what other team is more appropriate than them to play in the first Oceania Continental Professional League?
Yeah.
Right? It's completely valid. And, I understand why New Zealand football decided to say South Island United should be the team.
Yeah.
That all makes sense.
It all makes sense.
It sucks for Phoenix fans, but it all makes sense.
it all makes sense, but at the same time, it makes sense of the Phoenix and being, who they are and how long they've been doing their thing. So yeah, it was. I could see both sides of it, being like, it's sort of shitty.
It was either
Phoenix aren't in, but at the same point, every decision being made is a reasonable decision.
Yeah, I would not have had any problems if it was Phoenix instead of South Island United. But I understand why it's South Island United. I mean, I don't know that the rest of the mainland are going to just support Christchurch. Because that's who they are.
Yeah.
It's Christchurch City.
Yeah, exactly.
They put a mountain on their badge and been like, look, we've drawn the mainland. And we're a new team. We represent all of you. So I'm like, yeah, have you asked the people from Nelson or like East Christchurch if they agree with that?
No.
Yeah, so like, okay, I don't understand if it'll, but it's a valiant effort. Like, they are trying very hard to be the South Islands team, and there is a big football thing in the South Island. They don't have any representation in any professional soccer and they should. So I'm glad that it is somewhere, and it makes sense that if you're gonna have a South Island team, they're mainly gonna play out of Christchurch. Okay. Well, duh. Like, Christchurch and Dunedin, probably most of their games, right?
Yeah,
that
exactly.
makes sense. And they've got a brand new stadium there in Christchurch, rectangular stadium. So absolutely, this 100% all makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just unlucky for the Phoenix to miss out, but I'm sure the OFC Pro League are not going to stick to 8 teams forever. There are going to be expansions.
Yeah.
Absolutely, the Phoenix one day are going to play in this competition, and I think, I think we can already tell which places are going to have a second team. Like, we know there's probably going to be a second team in Fiji. It's just asking for it.
Exactly.
Heck, the fact that they decided to be like, oh, this is a combined Ba and Suva team, I'm like, yeah, they wanted to avoid a civil war, right? And our mutual friend from Fiji agreed. He's like, I'm gonna hand in my Fijian passport if they call the team Suva FC.
Exactly.
And yep, valid response. I cannot argue.
Can't argue with that.
And yeah, so it's vibes are S+ for us.
Yep, 100%.
Flint fans. And the only downside is West Coast Rangers look like they might get relegated.
Oh, I haven't seen that, but yeah, I know they haven't had the best of
the 2026 oh no, West Coast Rangers are just outside the promotion playoffs. Okay, that's not too bad. They moved up.
Oh, good.
So they could get promoted to the National League Championship.
Oh, that's good.
And who's currently in the National League Championship? So the championship phase will be... Okay. But it's this weird thing because, the National League, technically Auckland FC reserves and Wellington Phoenix reserves always automatically qualify, but they can't play the grand final.
Alright. That is very weird. I didn't realise they couldn't. I knew they automatically went in. I didn't realise they didn't play the grand final.
And they play in the Northern League to, practice and play. That they don't have to... Which makes sense. Auckland FC plays in the Wellington League. I assume in the Northern League, I assume Wellington play in the Central League.
Yeah.
And Central League table, currently Wellington Olympic, yep. Teams we would usually expect to see, and in the Northern League, table, Auckland City are 4th. We'll see for how long. Just ahead of Auckland United. Like, how many clubs in this city hate Auckland City, other than all of us?
Everybody.
It's like this weird thing of like everybody who's a football fan from outside New Zealand are like, you all must support Auckland FC, and people who don't live in Auckland are like, yeah, I guess, suppose, okay, fine, whatever. And then people from Auckland who are not like from Central Auckland, ACFC country, they're just like, no, why would you think that? Where are you from? Auckland, what do you mean? Okay,
Yeah.
so West Coast could still get promoted into the National League Championship.
Yes.
Nice.
Just good, yeah. A little bit further. I think it's the top two go through. In the
Yeah.
season. Yeah.
No, they could get promoted into the Northern League Championship, NRFL.
Yeah. No, that's what they're in. They're in the NRFL. Then you go to the it's the Northern Regional. That's what they're in. And then you go to the.
No, they're in the Northern Regional Championship. They could get promoted to the Northern Regional Premiership.
Oh, right. Oh. I never remember.
And there's a division below, which is the conference. So we're in the second tier of the Northern Region.
Yes. Yes.
But at least there's relegation and promotion in our system. Like, because there's a bunch of like West Auckland teams that are in the conference, like Te Atatu
Yeah.
and Waitemata.
Yeah, there's the League One, right? That's the one below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like full amateur, I believe. Because I think NRFL Championship is still semi-pro.
I think the championship is must be somewhat. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think it's semi-pro. I think you can play a little bit. Northern League is definitely semi-pro. So the Premiership's semi-pro. So I assume it's, I can't remember the rules around it as they go up to the leagues, but how much they can pay each of their players.
Yeah. There's a salary cap, but yeah.
Yeah. So as they go up the layers, the salary cap gets slightly increased. But I can't remember what it goes at. Oh, I didn't see what happened to the Chatham Cup. Oh, we'll keep talking about this. The other week they had the scroll down, Chatham Cup. They were playing here at Red Taylor. I think 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. So it looks like they must have made it through because they're in the next round. Or I think that was the qualifiers. I think they're in the rounds proper.
Nice.
Playing Central United.
Ooh.
I think that's us, yeah.
we'll see how they go. Best
Yeah.
of luck to them.
Best of luck.
If they get promoted to the Premiership, then they have a chance every season of making it to the Northern League.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yes.
Anyway, I
Actually,
think that's
do
all we
before
have time.
I was going to say,
Sorry?
before we go, do we just want to run through our fantasy football leagues? So it's this EPL season.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So if we go to our standard league first, first place goes to Ricky with his old habits Kai Hard team. He managed 85 points, taking it out from Dr. Evil, with Casey being third. Old Warsong coming fourth. I managed a long way back, fifth, ahead of Bruno, Mr. Average, and yourself to round up the standard table.
Oof.
Yeah. I mean, you're on 15 points. I was on 43 points, but we'll see. In fourth above me was on 76 points, which was 9 points behind Ricky. So the top four were doing a lot better than the rest of us. We go to the draft. Here, first place was Casey, was Have It's a Clue, who took it out. He got 81 points over the course of the draft season, with Dr. Evil once again coming in second, 78 points. Got second for both, and Ricky coming in third there, with Nada fourth on 75 points. Then Mr. Average, and then myself, Rob, and you rounding up the bottom three with less than stellar results.
Yeah, at least I got the right guy in my name for my team.
Yeah, you did.
Yay, well, congrats, Bruno. Football Writers Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Also broke the long-standing
yes.
assist record
Yeah, I know.
held by Thierry Henry. By the way, it's come back. That record's come back to Manchester United because Thierry Henry has it at had it at 20, and the first season of the Premier League, 1993, Eric Cantona got the quote-unquote got the assist record, but he had 13 assists, 18 goals. Ridiculous for a number 9.
Yeah.
And he and that record wasn't beaten until Thierry Henry got that 23. So like it was 10 years. Like he kept. So like, you know, it's because every other record because he's now number 10 in the list with Bruno moving up to number 1. But it's like every other player since then was after Thierry Henry. So nobody had actually had beaten Eric Cantona until Thierry Henry smashed it, by the way.
You absolutely smashed it. That is funny to think about.
But like, you know, like given how different the game was back then, 13 assists is ridiculous.
Yeah. That is ridiculous.
Especially for a guy who was the striker. Like, okay, quote-unquote striker, but really more like the hybrid 10-9 guy. But yeah, it's back to United, where it belongs. Thierry Henry did say that he hopes Bruno would break the record because he loves them. So, well done. And yeah, we'll have, I think that's congratulations to all our fantasy winners. We hope they will take part in the new season and we'll have a good one. And we hope you all enjoyed this podcast, and we shall have several more hopefully in the next few weeks as the small little tournament starts up.
Yep, and we may have some surprises during the World Cup as well. So keep an ear out.
Keep an ear out. Absolutely.
And don't be afraid to pop into the Discord either. Yeah. Come say hi.
We promise we're not rude or bite much.
Much. Yeah, and with the World Cup on, we're sure to be a lot more active there as well. So, always worth the
Fingers
banter.
crossed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks very much for listening, and look for catch you next time.
Catch you next time.
Well, that is the end. Thanks for listening all the way through.
If you liked what you heard, we have even more. NineSixFourTwo Discord and a Buy Me a Coffee.
Pretty sure it's Buy Me a Beer.
Oh yeah, buy me a beer on buymeacoffee.com.
In both these places, you can talk to us, and we may even listen, especially if you do buy a said beer or coffee. I might still be confused.
Yes, we're easily bribed. All links are in the show notes below.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
This is on YouTube.